Hi, it's Neil Sean here on your entertainment news with the one, the only, the legendary Mr. Paul Michael Glaser. We talk all things Fiddler on the Roof and, of course, so much more. Remember though, Paul?
Absolutely. And if you miss it,
you miss out.
You miss out.
Absolute pleasure. Don't miss Paul Michael Glaser today on your entertainment news. Fiddler on the Roof. I mean, an iconic role. So when it was offered to you, what were your first thoughts?
I've got to do it. I've got to do it. You know, I've always, liked Tevye. I love the musical. It's,
Yeah.
it's a classic. It's so beautifully written, and it's a great opportunity. I'm having a good time.
You're getting good reviews as well. I mean, you've been an actor for a few years now. When you get good reviews or you see reviews, are you an actor that looks at reviews, or do you go, oh, I don't want to know, don't show me, that sort of thing?
Well, I say I don't like to look at them because too many times I've been disappointed. But I have to confess that I look at these reviews because when I'm so comfortable in the role, and I just know how good I feel about being on stage with this company and with these audiences. It feels good. Of course, I didn't know about acting, musician, musicals. I didn't know what extraordinarily beautiful genre is evolving here that is really well suited to Fiddler. I mean, this genre fosters a tremendous sense of community and family. Everyone's on stage working with and for each other. And that would help any production, and Fiddler just it blossoms because of that, and it's quite magical and quite fantastic. Partner Len Goldberg were after me to do a series for the longest time, and after I did Fiddler, the movie, and I didn't want to do a series. That's not where I wanted to go. And so eventually they were doing this movie for television called Starsky and Hutch, and I looked at it and I went, well, this will never be a series, and I'd love to get some footage of myself, not see how quiet I can be in front of the camera. And so I did it, and the rest is history. I hated the car. I thought it was.
Why did you? I didn't know that. Why did you hate the car?
Well, the thing, first of all, it made no sense for a detective to be driving around in that kind of a car, and second of all, the car itself was just a pig. It cornered terribly. It accelerated terribly. David ended up in my lap every time I took a right turn. David and I knew each other before the show, but just very casually. And then we did 4 years of very, very intense work. And it's like any relationship. You have your ups and your downs and your ins and your outs and your agreements and your disagreements. And then you have the sum of all of those years. And you can't help but to look at each other and say, how did we get here?
How did you survive it?
How did we survive this? So, there's a tremendous amount of affection between us and care, and we're very cognizant that each one has his own trip and all that, but Davey's a wonderful guy, and he's very talented and very bright and very caring, and we kid each other all the time. The less I see of you, the better.